Alright guys, so Super 17 Zenkai is officially coming to Dragon Ball Legends for tomorrow night's weekly reset, and as well as a huge update, update 3.0, alongside the brand new game mode, Tournament of Power, which I'm going to cover absolutely everything here on my channel. So make sure you guys turn on post notifications and subscribe so you guys do not miss a beat. So yeah guys, this guy's actually looking quite good just because he can also fit into androids, which is a premier team as of right now. So let's just read what he does, and let's just go over his current teams and as well as his kit as well. So it says here, Super 17 Zenkai Awakening is coming. Unlock all his uniques to apply effects as he stays in the battle. Okay, so as long as he stays in the battle, he gets more buffs like restoring ki and boosting enemies' damage taken. Interesting. So kind of like Kid Buu, every 4 seconds Kid Buu stays on the battlefield. Your opponent actually gets a 20% damage sustained, pretty much debuff, right? So that's actually really nice if that's something very similar. And he restores ki like Kid Buu if that's the case too, so that's nice. So here it says he can heal, buff inflicted damage, and lower blast cards cost after being hit too. Strike back with Super 17. So we all know Super 17's green card is actually quite cool. I like Super 17's green card. It's that barrier, but I'm pretty sure they're going to buff it more than it was originally. So there's a lot of stuff that they need to do to this character, to be quite honest, guys. But I was always a fan of this character itself. I was just never a fan of his damage. That's something I never liked about this character. Actually, I even forgot what this character does. So really quick, guys, let's just see what this character does. And let's take a look at his current stats. Just kind of get an idea as of what we can expect for Zenkai. So this is him, level 5,000, of course. Level 14 stars. So 14 stars is actually not that bad, guys. Surprising for a blast attack, because that's what he is. But other than that, everything seems to be quite lacking. I mean, if we just take a look at his strike attack, it's at 215,000, and this is at 14 stars as well. His blast attack is at 236,000, which is kind of notable. I mean, he is an old unit, but that will indeed get buffed. I would say this is probably going to get buffed near the 280,000 mark, which is really good. But it's not about, from what we learned about the Zenkai Broly, guys, it's not about the straight up damage these people can, I mean, these Zenkais can do now. I mean, so far for 2021, all these Zenkais have been somewhat balanced, and none of them actually have been broken. So that's actually a good thing. But let's just see what else we have here, guys. His health is actually very notable at 2.34 million for an old unit the way he is. I forgot that he also falls under powerful opponents, but if you guys did not know, it's been confirmed from the V-Jump scan leaks that his Zenkai ability will buff green GT. So a few GT characters will get buffed, including the 2nd anniversary Goku as well, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So we'll check that out. Now let's see what he does here. So his main ability is This Ends Now. Draw the Ultimate Arts card. Shocking Death Ball next. Oh yeah, I forgot. He does have an ultimate. Oh, yeah, his ultimate is very annoying, guys. So if you guys don't remember clearly, his ultimate actually paralyzes your whole team, and it's extremely annoying. I mean, it's by far probably one of the most annoying ultimates you can give to somebody. So also plus 50% to blast damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Now they can do a lot more stuff with this main ability here. For starters, giving it ki at least 20 ki back at least at the minimum. 50 plus damage to blast card is to blast damage is actually really good, but I would say probably make this to anywhere from 30 to 40 timer counts, because 20 counts is a little bit on the low side, especially if you're gonna Zenkai him. So that's what I would do for with his main ability. So his unique ability is Growing Energy. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. So whenever he enters the battlefield, he reduces damage received by 30 for 10 timer counts, which is really good. Also plus 30% damage, blast damage inflicted per enemy defeated for 15 timer counts. Yeah, I don't like, I really do not like abilities like this. So this has so much entries to like, I mean, think about it, guys. Plus 30% damage inflicted per defeated battle member. I mean, defeated enemy. So you have to defeat an enemy. So right away, you're not going to get this 30% damage inflicted, and if and when you do, it's only going to be for 15 timer counts. So I don't like. They could switch that tremendously, but I do like the damage reducing for 30 timer counts. I mean, for 10 timer counts for 30%. That's actually really good for an old unit. Trust me. Also, plus 20% damage inflicted every time this character defeats an enemy. So That's also not good at all. So plus 20% damage every time this character defeats an enemy. So this character has specifically defeated an enemy, and he only gets a whopping 20% damage inflicted. So this could be overhauled tremendously. Like for each defeated enemy member or enemy, like pretty much he gets a 30. I would even buff this more than 20. 20 is too low, but there's no timer on this, which is nice. But there's another huge entry to barrier here, which is that the fact that he specifically has to defeat an enemy. So that's not good at all. But here we are. We have also his other ability here, which is absorbs enemies' ki blast when changing cover. We all know that. He has a changing cover when... actually, this works on supers, which I really like Kamehamehas, Galaguns, etc., etc. This also works on ki blasts and, of course, blast attacks. So whenever that happens, he absorbs it and he gains 10% of his health, which is cool. Maybe buff this to 15%, I'd say. Also reduces damage received by 30% for 5 timer counts, which is nice. On top of what he had before, so that's 60, right? So he could be a real tanky unit for sure. And as well as plus 20% damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. So that's actually really good. This is actually really solid. He does get a lot of buffs, but his other buffs on top has a lot of barriers. No, pun not intended, because he does have a barrier. But yeah, it does have a lot of barriers to entry, and that's what I don't like. So hopefully they revamp his first unique ability for sure. In regards to that, everything else is looking pretty good, and also reduces enemies' ki by 50. I didn't even check that out. That's actually really good. So yeah, not a bad second main ability right there, or unique ability, excuse me. So also, while this character is on the battlefield, the following effects occur when this enemy switches characters. So whenever you switch characters, you draw a special arts card next, activates 3 times, inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10% to strike cost for 10 timer counts. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. I mean, yeah, they could do a lot with this character, including his damage. Of course, we all know his green card. His green card is really good. Also restores 10% of his health. Kind of like his cover change. It's kind of like pretty much like his cover change, but the fact that he doesn't need a cover change at all. It's actually exactly like his cover change almost. So all you have to do is pop that green. So yeah, there's that. And he buffs androids with his GT. So he buffs androids and GT, but his Zenkai ability will be green GT. Now let's take a quick look at GT and then androids, because I think he'll fit way better into GT in my opinion. I mean androids, I'm sorry. GT is lacking as of right now, but yeah, so here we are. We have only 3, or technically, yeah, 3, not including himself, of course, green GT units. So we have this super full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We have this baby Vegeta. And we also have this Super Saiyan Goku here, which doesn't necessarily buff GT, but he buffs Saiyans. But he's really, really good, although he's an old unit in terms of like his card draw speed, his blast attacks, and stuff like that. Really like that unit, but this tag is extremely dry. They could overhaul this whole entire tag for the 2nd anniversary. I mean, you can say that Super 17 is definitely like the first step for this, but what I'm really interested, guys, is this team right here, Android. So Androids, we obviously have Android 18. We obviously have, to be honest, we also have the green Android 16, which he can definitely buff. They could buff no, they can't buff each other. No, this guy can buff Super 17. I forgot that Super 17 actually buffs green GT, so he won't necessarily buff green androids. He'll buff green GT, but this Android 16 will indeed be able to buff him. And then we got Perfect Cell, so this team is actually shaping up to be quite nice. The only thing I don't like about these androids is that they're pretty much... Their normal Z abilities don't necessarily buff each other. Kind of like Super 17, he buffs androids and all. That's cool, but Android 18, Zenkai Android 18 doesn't. And yeah, but all in all, guys, this team is actually really, really good. You also got free-to-play Android 21 as a blue unit. So this team is good all around in every color. And especially now that Android 16 can actually buff Super 17, assuming he's better, I would do that. But yeah, there's a lot of promise for androids, which necessarily did not need any more buffs than they already have. But yeah, guys, let me know if you're gonna summon for this, if you're gonna Zenkai 17. I'm gonna wait just to see how good he is, but I'm gonna cover absolutely everything tomorrow, including the new game mode. So make sure you guys turn on post notifications, like the video if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll definitely catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.